Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Vlogmas. This is day 20. Oh goodness, day 22. Yesterday was Daniel's birthday. Um, it. Oh goodness. Anyways, as I try to do this with the hiccups, um, I am going to be showing you how I updated my budgeting system. Before I get into this, I had my book, the book that I was using as a money saving goal, and I had it. It was with me, and I don't know what I did with it. I literally just had it. So, part of having kids with ADHD, and it rubs off on you. Anyways, so that being said, if you watch my previous video, you will see that, and I will also make sure to link that saving book down below. The reason why I updated this system was because a couple of things, and I'm about to get into that, and show you what I done. So what I was doing, and this does work for me. It does work. I have two jars. This one is the money challenge. This is the money challenge. And then this is just the money jar. And the reason why I did this was because this one is for change, ones, fives, and tens, or whatever I decide to put in here. I have it marked, and then I can always like wipe it off when I am done with that savings. And I'm not going to wipe it off right now, but I can wipe it off and then write my new like amount that I want to keep putting in here. Right now I'm doing ones, fives, tens, and change in here. So that's great. Over here though, and I'm going to say this because I am going, hopefully this makes sense to you. When I was showing you my budgeting binders, when I was doing them, all three of them came in at different times, and I was like filling them out, putting them back in there, filling them out, putting them back in there. And I told you guys I was going to update those and organize them better. So I did that, and I had too many in each one of them, which is fine. But what I am going to say, as the dogs are barking, some of these are blank, some of my stuff, and yeah, some of these are blank, but like these are just different goals that I have to save for that I will swap out when I want to keep it interesting. Like I have a $500 challenge, I have just like a whatever savings challenge. This one is for why is this one right here? That don't make sense. But I have this one, the goal of 40,000, where I want to save 40,000 for a vehicle just in case we need to get another vehicle. Let me find that one real quick. So because it's driving me bonkers that one is with it. These are blank. As you guys may have seen, but I'll show you again. Okay, so I wonder if I put that in there. Anyways, I have a $300 savings challenge one. I have, like, the air fryer's going off, so those got to cool down. The kids wanted tater tots for breakfast and leftover pizza from La Rosa's yesterday from when we went out to Daniel's. Shout out to Daniel's brother, Adam, for getting us a La Rosa's pizza gift card. That was like really awesome because we used it yesterday, so that was pretty cool. But this one, I have like, I had something in mind with these, and it's got like, this one's got January, February, March, April, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. These were just like any extra money that I just didn't use, or like I had an idea for these, and I'm not exactly sure what that idea was originally, but I think what would be cool for these, now that I'm thinking, and I'm saying this to look back upon, is for example, The dogs are playing and they're fine. Mason's just yelling at them. But I think these would be cool for if I want to swap it out. I will have these where I could save as much money in here for 4 months, and then just see how much I've accumulated over a 4-month time period for each one of those, and then see it over a year. I think that's what my original goal for these was. It just makes sense to me as to why that's a thing. And then this one is just a money challenge, whatever I see fit. Who knows? I might even do 2 more of these and let these be the kids' in my wallet and my binders for them. So that'd be cool. Okay, now let me just show you this jar. This jar started 11/16/2022, so November 16th, 2022. And what I did was I had the money in here, but then I split it out, and you'll see what I did, because this will make more sense to you guys and to me. Now, originally, I just put the money in here, and that's fine. That's great. And it worked. And then over here, I put the 5 cents and stuff. But what I found was I would have to pull out of it before the month's over. So, like, I would sit there and I would purposely put back money not to spend. But then, like, I had things that come up where it was, how can I say this? Things like where my bank went negative because of PayPal, somebody using my PayPal account to get, to purchase, money on a game. I had to go and put that into the bank and get that situated. And then, like, once again, I had to, the very next day, I prepaid a certain amount and it didn't stop at that prepaid amount. So then I had to go right to the bank and put that extra money into the bank. So I had to get out of here twice. And then, Daniel's birthday came up, which was yesterday, and I did not want him paying for us to go out, so I sat there and I pulled the money that I had in there and used it. So I'm being honest with you guys, like, before I could do it, it was great, it was awesome, but here we are with this new dilemma. This is where I'm at, and you could say, well, Destiny, don't touch the money, blah blah blah. Here's my thing. I have that book, and originally what I was doing was I was marking off how much I put in there, right? Like, how much I put in there, and I left it there, and I wasn't going to touch it. But then I came into this dilemma of I had 50, I had to pull out 50. I put 100, or I put 150 in there to cover that 50, and then I had, I pulled out 100 for us to go out. It was out to eat. And it was out to eat, the tip, and then ice cream. So, like, I had to pull out again, and I marked it in there. So, it's not the fact that that money's not going to go back in here, but I am going to put it all in there at the end of the month, see how much I have left over, and then mark it off. You know what I mean? I hope this makes more sense. So, in this jar, like I was getting to, I have these, and these are just reminders, because when I put money in here, I'm like, what was I going to use that for? Like, there's a couple of different things, and my brain goes, like, all scatterbrained. There is other things that I want to use for this, but, like, I have the new car as a reminder, so, like, I have the new car, I have the 1K challenge, I have, and getting this ain't like a backup, like, not a backup place, but going to get one of our dream spots for the future to have, like, a vacation spot, the 3K challenge. So when I put these in here, like this, when I fill this up, or beforehand, I can divide out that savings into each one of these, if that makes any sense. Does that make sense? Because then I'm filling this whole jar up, and then I'm like, do I do the 1K? Do I do the 3K? Do I do the new car? Do I do this one? Do I, what do I do? And then I'm like, no, I know what I'm putting it towards, and that's fine. And then I'll put them in here, and then I'll put money into here, and then that extra money into here will then get put into like a money savings challenge or a challenge or whatever the case may be that I am doing. For the simple fact of, you know, whatever it's for, like getting a riding lawnmower for the house, or I'm just like trying to think off the top of my head, like the riding lawnmower that we want to get, like these are extra things, paving the driveway, you know, like extra things that doesn't contribute to like what we're saving towards. That makes sense. Like my power chair or my push assist chair, as of right now, that's through insurance, but I can always take on here and write, if I do have to save money towards that and figure out a plan, then I could put that in there, and that can be another one. You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense to you guys? I'm hoping that makes some type of sense, because it makes sense to me. Okay, now on to my binders. I sat here last night and I went through these binders and I organized and straightened everything out to what I saw fit, and I was keeping it as minimal as possible, but with our life expenses. So I'm going to say this: Daniel's income is the car, his car, insurance, the house, the bills, and like stuff like that. My income is bills. Well, also his is like paying off that too, but mine is the van, because I make a lot less than him, like a lot less. So mine is the van, and then like groceries. Like groceries is split between us, just depending on how it works out. And you know, so then like other things like that, and then paying off debt too. Like with mine, because I technically only have one thing that I have to pay, and that's like a big thing, I could take whatever's left and make a debt payment. I thought I heard the baby gate open. Okay, so I have the savings binder, and this one has savings written on it. I wrote on it. What are you doing, Chug-a-lug? Then this one's got like, and I'll go through these, but this one's got like shopping, Christmas, birthdays, groceries, etc., and dining out. That way I know by looking what's in here. Did you just drop your blanket off to me? Hey, ask Bubby and Sissy to put on brooms. Hold on. So like this one has these listed, and I'll show you the inside too. And then this one has like back to the bank bills, church, donations, and then like the percentage, house and car. And then down here I have the percentage, and yes, my 40 is like way up here, but I have like the percentage written out on the top of this, and this can change. I can, it's in Sharpie, but I can take it off. It's no big deal. So I'll show you this one too. The reason why I did the pink one for shopping is because I'm like, hey, that's a really cool color. That's like one of my favorite colors right now. And then I can see it. It's big and bold. What, babe? Well, it's because it's their turn. Where's your pirate ship that you got for Christmas?
Mama, no! Whoa! No!
Is it in your room?
Yeah.
Go get it so you can play with it. That'd be really cool to play with. Is your pirate ship. So, like, this one is bright and bold and colorful. So, I will remember that this is, like, for dining out. So, my goal is now, starting in February, I'm going to take my, make the van payment, and then I'll be able to pay, let me say this. I'll have the van payment, and then the biggest payment for debt will be done and over with, and that's for the Venmo card. From there, I can make smaller payments to everything else, like the credit cards that we have to pay off, and the van, and then Daniel's car. So that. But in here, what I did was I narrowed this down, and we've got the groceries. Daniel gets paid every 2 weeks. That's just how it works out. So I got 40 to 50, 400 to 450 each month for groceries. So bi-weekly we're going to take out $200. And then whatever's left out of the grocery money, or we do a no spend challenge, that money is going to go over into the savings, or divide it out depending on what we see. Divide it out into other categories. And then like I got kids' birthdays. Because there is 3 kids, and I say this, usually we'll eat in or eat out, but I want to put at least $100 back for each kid, for each of our kids, so it's $300 that we have to save. Hang on, okay, I know, you had pizza on the table that you're eating.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So, that's $300, but then that covers if the kids don't want a present, we can go out to eat with it and leave a tip. You know, it covers a lot of things. So I want to put back, at least $50 every week for that, or every month for that. You got your eye? Your eye hurts?
Yeah.
And then we got Black Friday and Christmas. $20 is our gift limit for people, or 20 to 50. $20 for an actual present, 50 for cash. So I want to put that in there, and that will just depend. So it might be I might be able to do like $100 in here 1 month, or I might have to wait a couple of months, or do like $20 a month. You know, it depends. And then we got birthday gifts. This is for everybody other than the kids.
That dog is
okay. So then, because of shopping, I've got Yarn and Craft, which is for, if you remember, I am doing, I'm really wanting to go at Project Linus this year, well, for 2023. So I don't sell anything that I make, I donate it. But this is for yarns and crafts. Dining out is in this category, and I think for dining out, because everything's starting to get more expensive, and I'm trying to only go dining out when there is a case of a family get together, or like a birthday or something, or an anniversary, or just something, you know, like we don't dine out all the time. Yes, it may seem like it because we just went the 11th, or we just went the 11th as the family, and then the 12th we went out with Daniel's parents, and then we just went out for Daniel's birthday on the 21st. So it seems like a lot, but it's not. But I'm realizing that no matter where we go, like we can go to McDonald's, and just for like everything off the dollar menu, we spend like $30. If we go to like Texas Roadhouse or Frisch's, or like anywhere that's, or like even La Rosa's and stuff, before a gift card, we're spending like $70 to $80. That's before tip. So this is why I say with this, I want to put back $100 anytime I can. $100 or 20 or something. Like I said, I'm going to be doing this with you guys monthly and showing you all. But I want to put money back for this. That way it's not trying to figure out how we're going to pay for it. And then we got clothing, shopping, personal, pet, entertainment, and miscellaneous. It's pretty self-explanatory. So like clothes or anything that the kids need will go in there. And then our wedding. Listen, we're not having a big bougie wedding. It's going to be at the Justice of the Peace. But this would be good for like, if we want to go on like a honeymoon or something. That's that. Like honestly, I'm fine with going to a motel, or being here at the house and somebody watching the kids. So there's the shopping one. I hope that makes sense. The savings. Hold on. It's crazy this morning. Alright, so this is the savings one. You getting JJ your blanket? So this one's pretty self-explanatory. These are the dollars that I've saved this past month These are the 5s. Now I gave a 5 and some singles for a tip, along with some other money for a tip.
Hey, Mom.
What, babe? Your apple ice is in there. It's in the, I think it's in the living room. Pick your blanket up. Don't drag it.
Why?
Because you're going to get it nasty and all dirty and yucky. And he drags it. So this is just the money that's been saved over for this month. So like I said, anything that's left over from dining out or like Christmas, like the birthdays. So my goal is to put back, and I'm gonna explain this. Like if I put back $100 for the kids, so that like we can dine out or whatever. I'm debating on how I want to do this, and this is like the first year that I've done a budget binder. So I want to figure out how I want to work this out, because I can either do at the end of every birthday put money back, or leave it in there and don't touch it so there's money rolling over. And I'm going with this one for right now, but have money roll over until the kids' next birthday and do that. And then at the end of the year, same thing with like Christmas or birthdays for everybody else, but like at the end of the year, whatever is left over will go into savings. That way I'm not having to start over fresh every single birthday, because my kids alone, my family of 5, counting the 2 dogs, 7, we have a birthday for Lex this is March 4th. The dogs on the 29th. The dogs are 2 years apart. Ain't that crazy? 29th. So March 4th, March 29th. And then we've got my birthday in August, Aubrey's birthday in October, and Mason and Daniel's in December. So, like, yeah, it's a little bit, like, spread out, but not at the same time. So, there's that. But, like, money left over every month from groceries or just, like, groceries or like, seasonal shopping or, like, dining out. It will all go into here. Money left over. So like if I go to dining out and I get a bunch of 5s, if we go to dine out and I get back 5s and singles, that's going to go in here because that's what I'm doing. If I decide to do 20s, then it will be 20s. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Change is automatically saved. That's that. I hope this is making sense. But I got 1s in here that need to go into the jar at the end of the month. I've got 5s in here that need to go into the jar. I don't think I have any 10s, but I have some 20s, and I have a 50 that need to go and be distributed. So that will be done. And we still have Christmas with my side of the family. Sometimes I get money, sometimes I don't. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying I'm not ungrateful for my gifts. I love all my gifts. And even when I don't get gifts, I'm really grateful for it, but we'll see. And then I'll add that in. Now, as of this, I should have started with this, but this one wasn't the closest to me. I guess this is kind of self-explanatory. The reason why I put this one in here is because with all that, hold on. Okay, so this one's self-explanatory because this one has the calculator in it, and the reason why I like to have the calculator with this one is because this will help me figure out what goes where, because after the van gets paid, I can then sit here with this open and go, okay, 20% goes to the church. This is what I have left over after paying the van. This 20% of this goes to church. So then I'll put it in the church and every month. And then 40% goes on the savings. So then I can pull out 40% and then figure out where it's going to go into these into savings. So 20% goes into spending, and the spending binder is over there. 20% goes into birthdays and gifts. So I can then divide it into that. You know what I mean? Like, I should have started with this one, but if that makes any sense. So if I have, I don't even know, I'm oddballing it. But if I, however much I have left over, it goes there. And then I can divide it into categories. If you do budget binders, you know what I'm trying to say. And hope it'll make sense. But then, like, my ultimate goal for, like, spending, this is, like, a crazy one, but ultimate goal for spending for, like, birthdays for outside the family is $20. I'll give them $20, like, and, Christmas and stuff like that. If it's birthdays, I try to do $100 just because we're a family of 5, and you can't spend $20 for a family of 5 if you're going to eat out. Now, I could do, if the kids just want money, my kids just want money to go into their piggy bank to go, for them to do, I'll give them a 20. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to explain it. But if we do decide to go eat out and that's what the kids want to do, we have to have at least $100 for the tip and to feed everybody, if that makes sense. Okay. So in this binder, I have income. This says it's income, but it's like back to the bank and deposit. So if I do happen to sell anything in this house or anything like that, that would be considered like an income, even though it's like not consistent. So it'll go here and then back to the bank deposit. So it would be like car payments or like, whatever the case may be, whatever's going on, whatever we have to do, it will go in here. So back to the bank for like debts and loans and blah blah blah. Church and donations, like I said, is 20%. I have that marked on here also. And then I have 2 different categories, and this is not put together. I have some of them missing holes. Oh no. Okay, so I have emergency funds, and this is for anything that's not food. So we have money put back in case of any given emergency that's not food, because I do have one, and I'm trying to put these on here. I have housing maintenance, so anything that needs to be updated, built, if we want to add an extra room, wood for the back porch, a roof for the back porch, money for like the fence, whatever we have planned, that's going into there. Okay, and then I have car maintenance, which is literally anything that the car needs. So there's that. I have emergency again, because I always feel like you can never have too many like emergency funds. And then I got like a household appliances, so anything that needs to be updated, if we want to update anything like the washer, the dryer, the stove, the microwave, the refrigerator, literally hot water heater, furnace, anything that has a household appliance goes into here. And that just would be money, and then how, whatever the case may be, we've got it. Then I've got vacation in here. I do want to, and I'm saying this for like future reference, I guess you would say, but I do want to, I know I have it listed on the front, but if I can cut, so like groceries is spending, if we do a no spend month with groceries, I want to at least put back 10 to 20% of that month that we choose not to spend a certain category for vacation, because once a year we're trying to go on a vacation with my mom and the kids, so that can be saved up. Now we have retirement for Daniel, if that makes any sense. I made this one specifically for him. I've got like these little beads that have not came off yet. Come on little guy. Okay, it's gonna go back on there. Okay, then we've got mortgage. I want to put back money for the mortgage, and then once a year make a big deposit, and even a small, whatever, however much, make a deposit for the mortgage, pay it off. Personal gym. This one actually, I think it's, oh goodness, I think I was reading for like the year at Planet Fitness. I think it was like $60 a year. So that one's not like too out of budget. I had it where I was paying it once a month and it was like $17 and I never went. But now that Lex is going to be starting school, whether in March or August, either way, sometime next year, I will be going back to the gym. Not to get fit, not to lose weight, but just to keep my mobility up of, keeping my legs moving and, not deteriorate even worse by not moving at all. So, personal gym is a really important one to me. Or even if I want to get something for the house like a treadmill. I have an elliptical bike. I'm thinking about getting a treadmill. And then I have water bills and electric. Like I said, this all comes out of Daniel's bank account. But it's nice to put it back because then I can put it back and put it in the bank and make big, huge payments. So, for instance, if we decide not to take income taxes and have something come up that we need to take care of, instead of doing it like we usually do, where we put $1,000 back for each of the bills, or $2,000, or however much we can for a couple of months, I can then save up a bunch and then do one big deposit towards, whatever. So that is that in the savings inventory spectrum. I wish I had that book to show you, but basically, like I'm saying, is I would have money and I'd put it in there, and I really wish I had it because I don't know where it went. I'm curious because me and Daniel mostly Daniel was hanging up these lights that are in our room, and I wonder if it got knocked off underneath the bed or moved somewhere. I'm gonna have to find it. But basically, at the end of the month, I'm gonna have to do that. Now, as of the money, or as of what's already wrote in there, like I put some singles. I put like $2 in there, a $5, and all of the small change in there. And then like I have a $50 that did not get touched because I was covering the $50 before. What I'm thinking about doing is taking that money that's already there at the end of the month out of the savings one, take that money and just count it towards what I already had marked off and put it back in the jar, and then come up with that 100, or even I might even like make a note and say spent for Daniel's 30-second whatever. Then that way, when I come across it again and I have another $100, I can cross it off and know that, hey, I already recovered that. So what I'm trying to say is I hope it makes sense. And in that one, I really like it because like this one isn't it, but in that one I can sit there and mark off things that have, like I said, already been taken care of, and it's got like big goals. There's like one that's like 312 every week. I can't do that every week, but I know there will come a time where I possibly can. So, and I'm hoping, like, even if I do 2 months and I do I'm drawing a blank. One, no, because that'd be like 2 something. Y'all know what I mean. Divide it in 2 and come up with 312 for 2 months and put it in there. See, my thing is, it doesn't matter if you follow it to a T exactly, because not everybody's income is set up the same way. Like, I'm on Social Security. I don't make a weekly paycheck. I don't make an every 2-week paycheck. Some people, it's just them. Some people, it's them and 4 other people. Some people, it's them and being a caretaker. Life happens, So as long as you meet the goal of what you're wanting to meet, that's great. That's great. Like one time, and I probably never will, not in the near future, but like, who's not to say 312 and 312, you know, that's 2 months in this book where, you know, 312 and then 312, who's not to say at one point, like after we get all the debt paid off and, you know, everything in between, and we saved up a bunch of money and we know that we're, you know, we're covered for kids' birthdays and stuff for a while, we can make that 624 payment, and, you know, 624 saving goal. This one, I do want to share this one. This is from Taylor Budgets. This is her 2022 calendar. I recently just came across her like back in October, and this is the 2022 book, and I think she has a 2023 savings challenge book. This one's 2022. You know, it's fine. Helping a small business, but her name is Taylor. She's Taylor Budgets, and I want to show you. Let me see one if I can find it. So it's Taylor Budgets on YouTube, TaylorBudgets.com is her website, Taylor Budgets on Instagram, and Taylor Budgets on TikTok is her card. And I'm shaky. But this one, I like this one because it's like a dry erase. This is how I see it, like it's laminated, so it makes like a dry erase. But you got the Savings Challenge book 2022. And this one, I like I said, I really like this one. There's different ones in here. And, you know, like this one. So on every page you have something like this for your monthly savings to market. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and give it as a bonus. This one is multiply your savings. Choose a number between 1 and 10 each week of 2022. Multiply your number by the number of the week by saving that amount. So, like, you multiply it, and that's how much you put back. So, like, I would have to do it every 4 weeks because I can't do it every week. So I do, like, week 1 times 2, or, you know, or, like, say my number is 2, so 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 4 is 8, so then I'd add all that together. That's what I have to put back. Then this one is like a savings tracker, and I like this one because going along with that book, I can sit here and I can mark down how much I saved, so I can do what I put in there and then any extra, and then what I put back, any extra, what I put back, any extra. See what I'm saying? So it's just how my brain works. This one is 2020, so you just put $22 in every single time. You get $22, same thing. This is the 110 envelope challenge. Each envelope represents $20. At the end of the challenge, you will save $2,420. So every single time you come across $22, you save it 111 times. The vacation, I think this one is really good because this one will actually go with my vacation. Anytime you have like any of these amounts, like 5, 10, 15, 20, you can mark it off. And this is strictly, you know, where are we going? To the beach. Where are we going? And this is a $500 savings challenge. You got the old snap. Like, I'm skipping some of these, but it's like honeycombs, and you see what I'm saying? Then there's other ones in here, and then she's got like a Christmas one where, like, here's the Christmas one. I think this one is so cool. It's got a key box, so you got like 25, 50, 15, 10, and 5, and then you just color it off after every minute you got. This one would be really good for, you know, Christmas time because there's $450 that you would save, and $450. Hold on, I can tell you. So I can even do like double, I guess you would say, like at least. Let me open this. Because I have like 27 people. 28 if you count the newest little edition coming. So $450 on $450. Okay, so let's see. 20. Whoop. It would come out to like $16, but 28 times, and I'm gonna say 20. Give me that 0. That's $560. So that's really close. That's $110 less than so that's really cool. I'm gonna incorporate that one when it comes to like savings and putting things into different places, because I think, I don't know, my brain works where like super simple makes sense. It does, but I'm like, my brain is like super complex at the same time. So I'm gonna play around with it, see how and all everything goes. And this is like my second official month. Like I started officially trying to save again. Officially trying to save in December. Like December 1st is when I officially started trying to save. And January will be another savings one. I think in January, I think I'll have like $78 left over, but then again, I have to have gas. So, you know. But then again, like in January, the only thing that we have planned is the kids going back to school, Aubrey and Mason's appointment, and my appointment with children. So it's really only 3 things majorly going on in January. So, besides shopping and kids going to school. So, don't really have much. And then I got to pull out the kids' allowance money for this month and give it to them. So, it's so exciting. Super, super exciting. Super, super exciting. Alright, I will see you guys in another video. I hope you guys like this. Budgeting material will probably get better as time goes on if you stayed this long. Like I said, thanks for watching. Yeah. I know it's like crazy and chaotic, but when we sit down and start to go over everything, it will get better. And I will see y'all in another video. And as I said, you'll see how everything comes out and goes into the jars. So, I'll see you guys in another video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and give me a big thumbs up. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys.